Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the day of the video. Darwin, how's it going today? Today, it's a Friday. We're heading off to work a little bit earlier than normal, about 5 or 10 minutes earlier, in the hope that this is enough to get an earlier bus. To be honest with you, I forgot to set. I have 3 alarms, just in case. One of them is the one that's earlier, is my battery alarm clock, which is the least reliable thing in the entire world because, it doesn't even light up anymore. It's ancient. And that didn't go. I forgot to set it, like a dickhead. And my other one, my third one, my Nexus, I didn't set that either. So I was a dodgy light last night, wasn't it? But yeah, my other one went off, so it didn't get up at 6 when I wanted to. So I got up at 6:15 when my secondary alarm was going off. It's a good job I set it, really. But now we are heading off to work a little bit earlier than normal. To be honest with you, it's going to be another day. It's basically going to be exactly the same as yesterday. Lots and lots of fun, lots and lots of pair programming, lots and lots of medial changes. Medial? Just everyday changes and stuff. Like I say, I'm trying to go in early so that I can leave early. What I'm going to do, if my bus isn't there anytime within the next 3 or 4, however many minutes, I know for a fact that no bus is going to come between 20 past and 25 to. So it's a 15-minute walk from Cribbs Causeway to work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get on a 75 and walk from there. And I think because the 75 is faster, it's about 15 minutes faster, but there's a walk on the end, it shouldn't make much difference. So when the weather's nice like this, I should get to work on the same time. So that's good. Otherwise though, what's going on in the world, in my life? Basically, I'm finding it really hard to do things. I find it really hard to just start doing my projects and stuff. I did a bit of setup work yesterday and things like this, but I'm finding it really hard to just pick myself up and get moving. And part of me is I want to start making things, but I also want to plan it and do it properly. And then the other part is oh, I can't be bothered to do anything tonight. I think, to be fair, work is very fast paced. It's very hard at the moment because of how much there is. But so I don't know if I'm using that as an excuse though. There's also the thing I usually, when I'm at uni, do coursework and work late. I'll have dinner, I'll start it at what, 9? Maybe 9 o'clock, and start working until maybe 1 or 2 in the morning. That's normally how I used to roll, and I used to wake up in the morning and start the daily vlog. So now, since I'm going to bed at 12, and I'm doing my daily vlog at night, that just chews more time into the night time. So I've literally got a 2-hour block. That's about it, between 8 and 10 before I have to start thinking about doing my daily vlog. I could go up until 11, but it depends on the video and stuff like that, and it's just really unpredictable. There's a bus. So there's a lot of things that I'm annoyingly feeling unproductive about, even though they're all self-set projects and stuff. None of them are important. If I don't do any of them, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? But especially since one of them I'm not even planning to get finished for 4 years or something ridiculous. Well, the other one I want to get done as soon as possible, but I want it to be good before I get it done. The websites and stuff, I don't know, there's a lot of work, and I think that because there's so many, I'm finding it hard to. There's a 75, when's the 76? Things. I don't know, I'm feeling unproductive and stuff. That's a 75 there. Apparently a 76 is in 1 minute. If it's not, and there's also one in 8 minutes apparently, if it's not, I'll get the 75. 76 is far too unreliable. But yeah, hello bus, you're gonna, come on. So yeah, I'm trying to, I think it might be because I've got my finger in so many pies at once. It's hard to find motivation for just one of them when I'd want to start. So I think one of them I want to start now, but I know I don't know enough of it, so I've got to search around it and stuff and try and find out things. I didn't realise yesterday that I thought I was under the impression I would have to develop it in Java if I wanted to do what I wanted to do, but I can't. I think I'm going to have to do it as like a web app, like a Chrome app or a Chrome extension. I think that'll work better than just a solid desktop application. So things like that, really. I'm just like, I don't know, find it hard to motivate myself outside of work. But I believe that is potentially down to the fact that, one, I haven't, well, it's very hard at work. It's work is hard work for a change, I think. Maybe that's why. Oh look, here it is, the 76. Oh wait, look, there it is. It's driving past me. Oh no, wait, it's a ghost bus. The end of another long, hard, arduous day at work. It's good fun, to be fair. I wish I could go in over the weekend and double pay overtime. Fucking, I'd have loved that. God damn it. Although they'll only tax it all back anyway. So anyway, what's going on? Well, I can't really tell you. Well, it's just doing more PHP stuff. Lots and lots of it. There's quite a lot of unrest in the office. People are very divided on what we should be doing. And yeah, it's really interesting to find out like what everyone's theories are on like the best way of doing things, and it's exciting. Looks like we're going to be doing the exact same on Monday, so that looks fun. A lot of people are going to be running it over the weekend. To be honest with you, it looks like we're going to be doing this for a week or so. Yeah, but anyway, otherwise, what are we doing tonight, eh? I'm walking this way for bus again, because bus is never something about Friday. Like, this is the route it comes as well, and one hasn't come around that corner yet. And by the time I've reached Cribbs Causeway, it's quicker for me to get a bus from there than it would be, because like it's about a 15-minute walk to here, then a 15-minute like shorter bus that way. But yeah, what I am doing is heading this way. We're off on the road again. I'm on the road to nowhere. Got no reason. Don't need to go in any of these shops. Could go in PC World just for lols, just for the bants. But yeah, essentially I haven't really got much planned for tonight, to be honest with you. I'm going to want to be setting up my laptop so that it's, because my laptop's a bit of a mess. But while I'm doing that, I'm also going to be controlling my Raspberry. Good old Alfie's getting a bit of an upgrade. I'm uninstalling Apache. I'm going to take my websites down tonight and I'm going to put them back up again. I'm converting, this guy's watching me vlog. Yeah, I'm going to be converting my Apache server to a different server so that I can run MVCs on it, because they're just easier to test, a lot more powerful, a lot more secure than Apache. And I've been looking at some speed tests and stuff, and it is considerably faster than Apache, 9 times out of 10. The only thing it isn't good for is, well, it's slower than Apache on, is large JPEG files. And I wasn't going to do large JPEG files anyway. Be preparing them for the web and all that kind of wiggins. So yeah, but yeah, we're going to be adding it to my board as a task, which needs to be done. I don't want to design a website that isn't in an MVC, to be honest with you. I like MVCs. Right, just casually got some time in thingy. Oh, is that the one? Maybe that's the bus I would have got. Anyway, yeah, basically I'm going to convert my server over. I don't like the idea of Apache servers, they're a bit messy. But yeah, the problem with it being an Apache server is it has to run PHP essentially. And PHP, from what I can tell, no, there's the bus I would have got, is a bastard. There's no other way of saying it. Like, the way we've been doing unit testing and stuff like that, it's just a pain, and it's harder to run on my own computer. I'd much prefer to have an MVC which I can run on Atlas before putting onto the web, because I have like tasks to set up a test domain. I don't need to set up a test domain. I can do it all locally and then go, right, there you go, bam, install. And the things that I will be using my server for have changed since I first set it up. Like, there might be a chance that I'm going to be giving it more work to do. For example, it might be hosting a couple of things that are necessary for some of the apps that I'm working on, and I would prefer for them to be handled in C#. I don't really want to be pissing about with PHP when it comes to programming applications, because it's not designed for that. PHP, it's not designed to program things in, it's designed for websites alone, and it's hard to test on your own computer. But we're almost home, we're home. Yeah, basically the power of ASP.NET is converting me. So the MVC, which means I have to go a different route, because I need some extra plugins that can run things like the .NET framework. The .NET framework is very powerful, so good old Alfie is going to be kicked within an inch of its life to do off the things it needs to do, depending on how I'm going to be doing things. It's just if I have stuff like there are a couple of things I want to do that are based around like cloud syncing and things like that, for which I might have to use my server, and if I am using my server, I personally feel more comfortable if I'm using an MVC as opposed to an Apache server. So there's that, to be honest with you. Otherwise I have to do it as a proviso, saying like, oh, also don't use a username or password that means anything to you. I'm hoping I'll be able to do it through Google. I'll be able to let you sign in through Google. I don't know how hard that is. Again, I have to do a lot of research into this, but basically the websites are being swapped. So servers down, we're going to swap to this newer, faster framework, and it is a lot more lightweight and it does work a lot better than Apache. And yeah, that's the plan. Right, as the resident king of procrastination, it's now 7 o'clock and I haven't even started cooking yet, but I've rearranged Monsoir's desk, mainly because it's been bugging me that I've always had one screen central. I've just got half thrown on. Let me put my cool background back. One screen central, and then just off to one side I'll have the secondary screen. That was always the plan. I've always done that because I like having like the central screen right in front of me, and then that one can be at an angle so I can like watch TV in bed or whatever. But at work I have it so it's the lines down the middle, and I'm now used to that. So after long deliberation, I've moved the monitors into the middle, put them left and right like that, so it's now dead centre, left, right. It's less of a neck change. Also, that angle is actually better because I don't have to be at such a harsh angle to play stuff like GTA or Xbox or whatever. It also allows me to have a lot more space on my desk so that my laptop can go there, and that's what I'm going to be working on when I've had my dinner. Also, I've opened up my speakers so I don't have to have them as loud because they're not being blocked by the old monitors. It's just all round better, and I've got my little man in the middle who's chilling. Speakers are set up left, right and centre, and it's so much better, it's so much cleaner, so much nicer. I like it. Mainly it's because I want to be able to move around a little bit more on it. I feel like I'm a bit too penned in beforehand. But yeah, even if I'm like watching stuff in bed, like that kind of a shallower angle is a lot better than it was before. It just fits more. I kind of found myself like curled up at the bottom of the bed here watching it instead of in bed watching, and it's no fun if you're not in bed and watching. Dinner time anyway. I haven't got any mint sauce. I've got lamb chops but no mint sauce. What a bastard, forgot about that. Oh, I ain't got bloody thingy. Look at my to-do list as well. Growing, it's moving. Here we are, boys. Atlas is rocking out here. There's Alfie. I'm basically just wiping Alfie, starting again. Just factory reset. And Peabody there is just chilling, getting all set up, ready to rock and roll. Oh, hello. Having an absolute whale of a time here. I'm installing Visual Studio here. Just licensed it on here. I have a feeling I'm not going to be able to put it on my laptop though. Because I'm a student, I get Visual Studio. But I think I might only get it once, and I think that's stopping me download it again. You bastards. Or it's my laptop being silly. I don't know. Oh, fuck. I don't need it on my laptop. I've got Notepad++ on here. You don't need nothing when you got Notepad++, that's all I'm saying. First major change with the server is we're no longer using Raspbian. We're going to be using Arch Linux. It's going to be fun. Something different for a change. It should be quicker. than Raspbian. Because the problem is I'm running Raspbian for no good reason. Because I don't need half the shit that it's giving me. All I need is literally command line. Like, I don't use it for anything else. I don't need things like Scratch or bullshit like that that's just wasting space and processing time and stuff. But yeah, goodbye Visual Studio. I don't only need it on this computer. I'm just transferring my files over, you know, and by files I mean programs. Yeah, download it. Well, no, I don't actually like Sublime. Did I uninstall it? I was about to say, I've tried, well, Lewis at work uses Sublime, and that thing at the side is really cool, but everything else about it is not very good. It's okay, but I prefer Notepad. Notepad++. But yeah, that's what I'm doing tonight. I'm having a whale of a time. I've got my computer set up, just chilling, and I'm having an absolute babble. What's going on tomorrow? I don't know. I don't really have any plans for tomorrow. I don't think. Do I not? Am I literally just churning down the board and that's it? It's exciting, isn't it? Well, I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. I've got a day off. It's weird having a day off now. Been at work for 5 days this week. It's bloody crazy. I'm going to get going. Thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. I hopefully I'll be able to get these servers up and running as soon as possible, but I don't know. I don't know. I gotta try some stuff. My website might not even be compatible no more. Lucky guy. Catch you later.